TYT Sports locked out here in beautiful Culver City, California. Rick Strom with you. The Bears and Brian Urlacher are officially, they're done. They've split up. They are history. The relationship is over. How many times can I possibly say it? At least another 20. Brian Urlacher wanted 1 year. He made $7.5 million last year. He wanted 2 years, $11.5 million because obviously his contract is up. Phil Emery said, well, no, we're not going to do that. Here's our offer. Take it or leave it. The offer was for 2 years, 1 year, $2 million with $1 million guaranteed. Brian Urlacher did not like the sound of that, and here was his direct quote via Vaughn McClure of the Tribune. It wasn't even an offer, it was an ultimatum. I feel like I'm a decent football player still. It was insulting, somewhat of a slap in the face. They came back with the offer and said, this is what it is. Take it or leave it. If you want to play for the Bears, you'll play for this. If not, then you're not playing for the Bears. The whole offseason, I had a bad feeling about this situation anyway. I just wish they would have said, we don't want you back. I think this whole thing is just about them saving face and trying to say that they made a run at me. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be in Chicago. I wanted to finish here. Now it's not possible. There are no hard feelings between me and the Bears organization. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm going to miss the hell out of my teammates. I had a great run here. His rebuttal from that offer, by the way, was 1 year, $3.5 million. Obviously, the Bears rejected that offer and wanted him to settle for $2 million with 1 year. Again, $1 million guaranteed. When he says that he's going to miss the hell out of his teammates felt the same way. Because I read throughout the Chicago newspapers today and yesterday that Lance Briggs, who has been his teammate for so many years, was too emotional to talk about it. Tim Jennings, starting corner for the Bears, was really upset at the franchise. But here's what you got to understand. It doesn't matter. He's always going to be remembered as a Bear. This stuff happens. As they always say in sports and in business, it's not personal. It's just business. That's what it is. This is no hard feelings at Brian Urlacher, who, by the way, I think is a shot football player. Hell of a football player. First ballot Hall of Famer, had 13 fabulous years with Chicago, 1,776 tackles. That is he leads the franchise in tackles. There's no doubt that he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But if you noticed his lateral movements, if you noticed how many times he missed open field tackles, he tried to arm tackle guys. It's not a knock on his technique. It's the fact that he's just older. It's just what it is. This is the right move for the Bears. They need to start over. Now, I wish that they would have kept Nick Roach, who, of course, went to Oakland. They were also in the market for a few other players, but they signed with their respective clubs. The inside linebacker market is so incredibly slim now for the Bears. However, with Phil Emery flexing his muscles, especially with this move in his second year as GM, Rick Morrissey, who I completely agree with on this issue and what he wrote, I'll read it to you right now, what he said. In a little more than a year on the job, Emery has struck me as someone whose rational side always wins out over his emotional side. In Chicago, the emotional side always votes for keeping the icon. You don't kick an aging superstar to the sideline. But the rational side, the side that's in charge of building the best Bears team possible, had to know that re-signing Urlacher, who turns 35 in May, wasn't the right thing to do. The rational side had to know that there were plenty of options at middle linebacker on the free agent market. Are there plenty of options at middle linebacker? No, but I'm sure that they're already looking into the draft. You can't bump Shea McClellan unless he is a fast and quick learner and he has those middle linebacker instincts to play the inside linebacker position. Keep him on the outside. It seems like they're going to run the 3-4. I guarantee you that Phil Emery is going to make a move, whether it's free agency or in the draft, to try and build up the middle linebacker position with the Bears. Big shoes to fill. We all know that. Brian Urlacher will always be an icon in Chicago, but it's just time. And especially everyone knows it's time. So look, it sucks. It's sad. I wish they could have kept him if he was still a better player. He hasn't lost a step. He's lost 5, okay? Let's be real about it. 35 years old in May. He spent 13 years with the Bears, drafted in the first round out of New Mexico, where he played safety and was an integral part of that team as a returner on special teams, transformed into a middle linebacker, a fabulous, fabulous player, but unfortunately his time is simply up. And he has offers, by the way, we believe, from Dallas and Minnesota. We'll see where he goes. We'll keep you updated here on TYT Sports. Please do us a favor and come back for some more football coverage, and also subscribe to the channel.